Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn English Through Talk Shows. I'm Sarah, and today, we're making English fun and easy. With 15 common phrases that you must know.
That's right. And don't worry, we're not just going to tell you the phrases, we'll show you exactly when and how to use them in real life.
And we'll add a bit of humor, so you don't fall asleep.
Sarah, are you saying my voice is boring?
No. I'm saying learning English can be fun. Especially when we add some real-life stories.
Alright, let's do this. Phrase 1, it's a piece of cake. Meaning, something is very easy.
So, David, if I say, can you cook a 5-star dinner? What would you say?
Oh, I'd say, no way.
But if I ask, can you make a cup of tea?
It's a piece of cake. Super easy.
Yes. But remember, this phrase is for easy things, not for something difficult.
Right, like, can you climb Mount Everest? Definitely. No, not a piece of cake.
More like a piece of pain.
Exactly. Phrase 2, break a leg. Meaning, good luck. Often used before performances or big events.
David, imagine you're about to give a speech in front of 500 people. What would I say?
Run away.
No. I'd say, break a leg.
Wait, so you want me to break my leg before my speech?
No. It just means good luck.
Exactly.
English is so strange. Why do we say that?
It comes from the theater world. Instead of saying good luck, actors say break a leg because they believe saying good luck brings bad luck.
So confusing. But okay, next time I see a friend before an exam, I'll say, break a leg.
And they'll look at you like you're crazy.
Alright, what's the next phrase?
Phrase 3, hit the sack. Meaning, go to bed. Sarah, I'm really sleepy.
Then hit the sack.
Whoa, calm down. Why are you telling me to hit something?
It just means go to bed.
Exactly. So instead of saying, I'm going to sleep, I can say, I'm going to hit the sack.
Exactly. But don't actually hit anything.
Phrase 4, under the weather. Meaning, feeling very sick.
Alright David, have you ever used this phrase?
Oh yes. Last month, I ate too much ice cream, and the next day, I was under the weather.
Meaning you were sick, right?
Yes! I felt terrible. But of course, I still ate more ice cream later.
Really bad.
Phrase 5, let's call it a day. Meaning, stop working for now. Sarah, after recording this podcast, what should we say?
Let's call it a day. It means we've worked enough and we can stop now.
Oh, I love saying that. One time, I tried to fix my sink.
Oh no. This already sounds bad.
It was bad. I watched a YouTube tutorial, thought I was a plumber, and took everything apart. Suddenly, water everywhere.
Oh no, then.
My wife walked in, looked at the mess, and just said, David, let's call it a day.
Smart woman. What did you do?
I called a real plumber. And never touched the sink again.
That's the right way to call it a day. Okay, next one, phrase 6.
Phrase 6, spill the beans. Meaning, to reveal a secret.
David, I have a secret.
Tell me. Spill the beans.
Okay, but don't tell anyone. I ate the last slice of pizza last night.
Oh, okay. Phrase 7, the ball is in your court. Meaning, it's your decision now.
If you ask someone to marry you and they don't answer, you can say,
the ball is in your court. It means they need to decide.
Yes. And if they say no?
Well, game over. All right now. Phrase 8, costs an arm and a leg. Meaning, very expensive.
Okay.
Sarah, how much was your phone?
It cost an arm and a leg. Quite expensive.
And yet, you still bought it.
Yes. Now I have no money.
All right, now next we have phrase 9, bite the bullet. Meaning to do something difficult, but necessary.
Alright, David, have you ever bitten the bullet?
Oh, absolutely. Last year, I finally went to the dentist after 5 years of avoiding it.
5 years? David, that's not avoiding, that's hiding.
I know. But then my tooth started hurting like crazy, and I had no choice. I had to bite the bullet and go.
And how did it go?
Well, I sat in the chair, the dentist just looked at me, and I screamed.
So dramatic. That's not biting the bullet, that's losing your mind.
True. But hey, I survived. And now, I go to dentist every 6 months like a responsible adult.
So, what did we learn?
Sometimes, you just have to bite the bullet, even if it means facing your biggest fear, like dentists.
Yes.
Sarah, can you give me an example of when you bit the bullet?
Oh yes. This morning, my alarm rang at 6 a.m.
And what did you do?
I stared at it. I wanted to throw it away. But then I bit the bullet and got out of bed.
That's a good example. You didn't want to wake up, but you did it anyway.
Yes, but tomorrow, I think I'll bite the bullet and set my alarm for 10 a.m. instead.
Well, that's not biting the bullet. Phrase 10, let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, what does it mean?
Meaning, accidentally reveal a secret. Sarah, have you ever let the cat out of the bag?
It means to tell a secret by mistake. Right?
Yes.
Well, my friend's family planned a surprise birthday party for her. They told me, Sarah, don't say anything.
Oh. I feel something bad is coming.
The next day, I saw my friend and said, hey, are you excited for your birthday party?
Oh my god. So, you let the cat out of the bag.
I did. And the funny part? She didn't even know it was a surprise. She just said, oh, cool. What time?
So you spoiled the whole plan?
Yep. And now, nobody tells me secrets.
So, if someone says, don't let the cat out of the bag, it means you must keep the secret. Alright, now, phrase 11, pull someone's leg. Meaning, joking with someone.
David, I won $1 million.
No way.
I'm pulling your leg.
You're mean, Sarah. Phrase 12, go the extra mile. It means, to put an extra effort.
Okay. If you want to learn English faster, you need to go the extra mile.
So, I should watch 2 episodes of this podcast daily instead of 1?
Exactly.
Phrase 13, hit the nail on the head. Meaning, to be exactly right. To say something that is true and accurate.
David, what's the best way to improve pronunciation?
Practice speaking every day.
You hit the nail on the head. That's exactly right.
It means I gave the perfect answer. Basically, when someone says something that is 100% correct, we say, you hit the nail on the head.
Oh, can I say, eating chocolate makes people happy?
Yes, you hit the nail on the head. Alright, can I say, I should be the president?
Nope. That's missing the nail completely.
Okay, alright. Phrase 14, burn the midnight oil.
What does it mean?
It means, staying up late, working or studying.
So David, do you know what we do every time we make these podcasts?
Talk too much?
Well, yes. But we also burn the midnight oil.
Oh, you mean we stay up late working on these episodes?
Exactly. We work hard, so our viewers can learn English fluently.
While everyone else is sleeping, we're sitting here, drinking coffee, writing scripts, and laughing at our own jokes.
So, if you're watching this, just know, we burned the midnight oil to help you.
And the best way to thank us is to watch more episodes and keep learning.
Yes. And maybe, send us some coffee?
Oh please, lots of coffee. We need it. Phrase 15, on cloud 9. Meaning, to be very happy.
Alright. David, if you get free pizza, how do you feel?
Oh, I'm on cloud 9.
And what does that mean?
It means I'm super happy. Like, smiling, dancing, and maybe even singing. Now Sarah, you tell, What puts you on cloud 9?
Finding money in my pocket, getting extra fries, and, oh, when Wi-Fi connects without asking for a password.
That's a special kind of happiness. And that's our 15 phrases. Sarah, did you have fun?
Absolutely. But now I'm tired. I need to hit the sack.
I think we've done an amazing job today.
Exactly. Dear viewers, we want to know this from you. Was this episode helpful?
If our viewers enjoyed it, they must be on cloud 9.
And if they didn't?
Well, maybe they just need a snack.
Or maybe someone ate their pizza.
We've talked a lot today. Should we call it a day?
Yes, but before we go, dear viewers, we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, have you ever let a cat out of the bag and spoiled a secret? Or when did you bite the bullet and do something difficult?
And what topics do they want us to talk about next? Maybe funny English mistakes? Or phrases that make you sound like a native speaker?
Whatever it is, we'll burn the midnight oil to make it fun and easy for you. Bye everyone, and keep watching English content daily.